Hola guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roxanne. If it's your first time here, then welcome. Today I want to talk to you guys about the books that I plan to read during the month of November, aka in book 2, Nonfiction November. Olive over at Book Olive has been hosting this for a few years now, and for the past couple I have participated because I love nonfiction. I love that we are trying to put more attention on nonfiction because we don't read enough nonfiction in booktube, in my opinion. And so I'm just very excited. I get very excited every time November comes around. And so I have a little pile here. That's probably too many books, but that's okay. She has some prompts that I am going to try to follow. I might have to stretch some of these a bit in order to make them fit, but that's okay. So the first prompt, pastime or pastime. So something in the past or a hobby. And I have two here. So this one fits both. A pastime of mine is to listen to true crime podcasts, to watch true crime shows, to read true crime books. And so I have here I'll Be Gone in the Dark, One Woman's Obsessive Search for the Golden State Killer by Michelle McNamara, with an introduction by Gillian Flynn and an afterword by Patton Oswalt, who is Michelle McNamara's husband and who finished the book for her once she passed. She was not actually able to publish this herself because she passed maybe 2 years ago or a year ago or 2 years ago, something like that. And so unfortunately she actually was not able to see the Golden State Killer get captured. But this book has been getting a lot of buzz in the book world and in the true crime world. And so I'm very excited to get to it. I'm using this, I guess I can use it for either pastime or pastime. And this one is another one that could fit both of those pretty well, and it is The Library Book by Susan Orlean, author of The Orchid Chief. And I mean, guys, look at how absolutely gorgeous this book is. It's a naked hardback. It's like matte red with some shiny gold lettering. It has deckled pages. Look at that spine. I mean, it's beautiful. This is a book that I got mostly because of the title and because of the way that it looks, honest to God. And so the sort of introduction and synopsis is inside. These are the end papers, and it is Susan Orlean's look at a fire that happened in a library, the Los Angeles Public Library in 1986, that I think has not been solved. And so again, some true crime, libraries. I volunteer at the library every week. I'm studying library sciences, so it's a little bit more than just a pastime, but I'm using this for that as well. I'm very excited. We have Self or Shelf, and for that I am using Shelf, and I'm gonna start to read. I don't know that I'll get through it because it's so big. Is The Book by Keith Houston, and this is it's a cover-to-cover exploration of the most powerful object of our time. And so it is exactly what it sounds like. It's an exploration of the history of books and what they are, what they signify, how they came to be, how they've evolved over time. And the cover, guys, is fucking fantastic because it is, in every part of it tells you what each of these things are referred to in like the book making world and the publishing world. So you have right here, it says this is the author, this is the title, this is the head. Let's see, over here we have the logo for Norton Publishing House. Then we have the head cap. Can you see that? Head cap, spine, and I am just on the back, bio, synopsis, quote. I cannot wait to get into it. It has illustrations in it. The pages feel wonderful. I mean, this is just an exquisite book. And I got it for my birthday, I believe. I think my dad got it for me, so thank you, puppy, because I'm so excited for this book. Then we have Wander or Wonder, and I'm loosely using the word wander for this. This book doesn't really fit the word at all, because to wander is what, to like walk aimlessly or something, and that is the last thing these people were doing. They were aimless is the last word you could use to describe them, but it is the closest that I could get. So I am going to read March, book 1. This is by John Lewis, Andrew Aiden, and Nate Powell. I think those two latter ones helped to write and illustrate, and obviously it is John Lewis's telling his story about his role and his time fighting for civil rights. This book is beloved everywhere. I have heard him speak about it, and I have been wanting to get my hands on it for a really long time. And finally, Nonfiction November came around, and I was like, you know what? I don't have enough nonfiction on my shelves, so I bought a lot of these are new because of Nonfiction November. So this is what I'm going to use for that. Then we have Micro or Macro, and I had nothing, I don't think, that really fits that, but maybe these could stretch it, as these are micro views of certain aspects of or certain careers, because they are one person's exploration of that. So I have Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain. He is beloved in my home. We loved all his shows. We loved his personality and everything, and we were devastated when we found out that he had committed suicide. So this had been on my sort of mental TBR for a really long time, and Barnes & Noble has a special exclusive edition that has the book is annotated with his handwriting. So like he has notes on it, and so yeah, I'll be reading this one. Then again, I don't really know that these fit, but these are just extra, I guess you could just call them extra nonfiction books that I have on my shelves that I really want to get to, that are new. I don't think I've even hauled these. And I have Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this one. I have been wanting to read this one again for a really long time, and it's about his life back in South Africa and everything that he and his family had to go through. Then we have another one that's gotten so much buzz on BookTube, and that is, and I think I've seen it in so many people's TBRs, and that is Educated by Tara Westover. And this is a memoir about her education. I think it says Tara Westover was 17 the first time she set foot in a classroom. So this sounds incredibly interesting, and I cannot wait to get to it. So these are probably more books than I'll be able to get to in November, but I wanted to highlight them all, because at the very least, even if I don't get to them, we've talked about them, and maybe you can put some of these on your TBR, because I'm also always trying to get people to read more nonfiction. So yeah, I have many Latinx nonfiction books that I have read this year and that I've talked about, so check those out as well if you would like to. Have fun in Nonfiction November. Congrats, Olive, on another Nonfiction November, and as always, love you guys very much.